Yeah.
Awesome.
So you guys had a good set. You feel like it was a good time?
Yes. You know what? We had a show in New York 2 days ago, and for me it was a disaster. It was a very small. Like it was great, but I couldn't hear myself. I had a very hard time. I was completely depressed after the show. It was very, very bad, and you know, musicians, you know how we are, like we're very emotional, you know, like oh my god, it's the end of the world. So I came here like whatever, and it went great, you know, like so I'm on a high right now.
It's a killer set. And you guys just released a new album, and correct me if I'm wrong, La Fin Sauvage?
Yeah, very good, very good.
Thank you very much. I tried really hard. I was getting nervous about that one.
Yeah.
But no, so it's been an awesome album. Got a lot of good feedback, and you played 2 of the new songs. And I know you said it was a little bit challenging, but what do you think this album's bringing to the table that's in the past Gojira stuff hasn't?
You know, I think it's a good album. I like to listen to it. No, wait, it's a great album. I love to listen to the songs on the CD, but it takes us a while to how do you say that, to master songs, like to be able to perform these songs on stage. It's always like that when we release an album. We take I don't know, a tour, 2 tours to say yes. Now we know how to play them. So we're still trying to figure out how to play these songs, and but it's going pretty well. I think. Yeah, I think it's more atmospheric. There's more possibilities for us in these songs to express different, you know, aspects of the band. I'm really excited. I really look forward to take these songs. It's still the beginning.
It's nice. And how much room for improvisation is there? Because you said it's more atmospheric. There's a lot more of kind of just a general feel as opposed to straight parts. How much do you guys improvise, or is it just a straight set?
We basically don't improvise at all in general. You know, like this genre is really, you know, we try to be very tight, and if we're gonna surprise the crowd, it's something that's rehearsed before. You know, okay, on that part we gotta cut this, add a little bit of this and that, and there's no room for that to happen. You know, we don't really improvise because, like, we'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? What's the plan? You know, can I say that? Can I say what the fuck?
You already said something. You know what? We're already down that stream.
Right. But it's like these songs offer more possibilities for us to create an interesting show more than before. So I think it's a good sign.
And so when you guys were writing this album, I know that some of the different elements that are in there, I mean, again, a lot more atmosphere stuff. There are a lot of parts where it's really dense, and a lot of notes, and a lot of blast beats, which you've done before, but there are things in there that are really, I feel like, took it up a notch. Was this like a conscious effort to kind of contrast the atmospheric stuff with the blasting stuff, or was that just kind of the way things went?
It's hard to say, you know. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's what we do, you know. We come up with songs, we try to have a good feel with the songs. So of course, when it's getting too slow, too atmospheric, we just more naturally we want to add a little bit of blast beats. We don't put this on the paper, you know what I mean? We really jam, and we see what's happening. We don't stop jamming and composing until we're really like, yes, now there's a new balance in the song. And then we do the same with the album. Like we create those 5 songs that are kind of beat tempo naturally. Let's go for more blast beats, double
situation really screwed things up in regards to that tour. And there was questions of whether or not to be add on and add off. And then now you guys are going on a tour with Carl. Take us through, well, basically, I guess if you want to start from when Randy got in prison to now, how that affected touring and just the band in general, I guess.
It was a disaster for us, you know. We planned things 6 months ahead, you know, just be very technical. Of course, Randy in jail, man, I was like thinking about him all the time. I was trying to contact him, like sending texts, and of course he wouldn't answer because he's fucking jail, you know. But still, I was like, dude, what the fuck? Dude, I miss you. So that really was a big, how do you say, something that falls on your head, you know. Because we have a plan schedule, we have an album out, there's a buzz, you know, we need to play. Right. So 2 months, cancel like that, it's really hard. And then this that's canceled as well. That's really hard to, okay, let's do something else. You know? So in 2 weeks we organized a couple of club shows in New York, Detroit, Chicago, to be able to come here to do the shows and plan it not cancel. And we wanted to play the shows, it was very important. So it's been a lot of things happening. We're joining the band for the first time in years now because we just don't have the budget. We play small clubs, we change our strings, and we carry the well, we have a couple of guys, we have big guys with us. It's hard. It's really hard to react to this.
Yeah, it really is a big change in the way things are done. I mean, this is the biggest guys metal, and now touring and question it's a great thing. It's definitely changed the scene of things. So, you know, last, so one or two questions before we briefly touch on the Carbon collaboration. How you got involved with that? Those guys are awesome. And I know there were a couple people in the community who heard that when you were singing their songs, they were like, oh my god, this is awesome. How'd that come about? That's killer.
Well, it makes total sense for me to sing with Marvel because I love the way they do things. You know, they absolutely no compromise. They're so much into their stuff together. They're awesome friends of mine also. They used to back me up when I was, you know, I lived in New York for a while and now I'm in New York again. And in between these two moments, they kept all my stuff. My vacuum, you know, I just the coffee machine, everything was in their apartments and stuff. And I love these guys. I love their music. It's so fresh, so dark. At the same time, it's a vortex of nothingness. You know, it's crazy. It's like it could be compared to Sugar. It's completely different. It's wild. I love their stuff. And they, of course, they asked me to sing. I was going to propose to do this. So it was just natural for me to do that. And I love these guys. I love all of them.
So listen, anyway, we're gonna wrap up now, I guess. You guys had an awesome performance today, and the album is great as well. Is there anything you want to leave the fans with?
I love what I'm doing. I love the fans. I love the fact that people support us so much. It seems like people get it. You know what I mean?